Folks, welcome gamers, people, welcome back to the Common Sense broadcast. Dude, welcome back to the Common Sense broadcast. Um, Today Matthew Hennessy put out another banger article, and I haven't read it yet, but you just know it slaps based off this title. Unleash Fetterman on the DSA. Yeah, let's unleash the ogre. Take him around back. Anyway, put him down and put him out of his misery, dude. Why are we letting a ogre who can't even drive no more? Probably forgot his wife is an immigrant. You know, it's a sad existence. Anyway, the Braddock Brawler. The Braddock Brawler is the only Democrat who seems to understand the threat. Wow. John Fetterman, the I mean, there are so many decent candidates. The only Republican in the Democratic Party, I don't know. There are so many fucking guys you could call Republicans or dinos. Democrats in name only. Can we start doing that? The Pinot stuff doesn't work because what the fuck is a Pinot? The rhino term worked because, you know, rhino is an actual word, phonetically the same as a rhino with the horns. Anyway, ugh, let's get to it. Free expression. Establishment Democrats got their bells wrong. Southpaw Socialist and Senator Senate Chuck or Senator Chuck Schumer's backyard swept the undercard Tuesday at sentences are so short. What the fuck? Anyway, Southpaw Socialists and Senator Chuck Schumer's backyard swept the undercard Tuesday. At a victory celebration for one of the upstarts, the sight of Rep. Representative Hakeem Jeffries on a TV prompted the crowd to chant, "We're next. We're next." Yeah, I hope so. I hope he's next. You know, I think that's the easy way of dealing with Hakeem Jeffries. You know, my opinion. There's a more, much tougher way of dealing with Hakeem Jeffries that I personally would prefer, but that day may never come. Arrest Hakeem Jeffries. Anyway, that's not a joke, even though it sounds kind of funny. But, you know. Anyway. Uh, how did it come to this? A line in yesterday's journal editorial landed with me. One reason for the socialist rise is that mainstream liberals put up so little resistance. Who edited this? Maybe I need to stop. A line in yesterday's journal editorial landed with me. One. Why is this here? Am I illiterate? professional news outlet. Let me put on my apolitical hat to cover up my bad hair or my greasy. It is 2:48 in the morning. Democrats in Washington have been so busy shadowboxing with phantom fascism, they've left themselves exposed. They misjudged the quality of the challenge from the Democratic Socialists of America. It wasn't the fight they expected or trained for. Now the radicals have Democrats on the ropes and are working the body hard. Dude, he wrote this like a fucking boxing journalist. What the fuck? Oh my god, this is so cringe. Oh, this is awesome. Wrote this like a fucking boxing sportscaster. Oh, well, I like the style. He's at least trying, even if it's like pure garbage. He's at least trying to make it entertaining. Uh, he misjudged it. Where were we? Now the radicals have Democrats on the ropes. I'm so funny. Now the radicals have Democrats on the ropes and are working the body hard. If party stalwarts don't start counterpunching soon, they won't go the distance. They'll be lucky to hear the man count 10. I mean, I kind of agree with that. Or, well, kind of, well, this is just more so wish casting the future. Like, come on, Hakeem, you gotta start going after Zoran, or he's gonna beat you. And Hakeem knows better. Hakeem, if he picks that fight on the national level, he's just gonna expose himself in his district. If he picks a fight with Zoran, you know, Zoran is the more popular politician nationally. So that's how the internet. So the internet is not going to take kind to it, and people in his district are going to see that shit, especially because it's they're two New York guys, two major New York political players duking it out from the same party. Anyway, Pennsylvania Senator John Fetterman may be their best choice for cornerman. Tag me in. We gotta tag in Raka or whatever. What's that fucking ogre from Street Fighter? Who else can I compare John Fetterman to from fighting games? I don't know. I don't play fighting games. Anyway, the bald guy with like the vicious jaw. I forget. I don't know his name, but he's in like Mortal Kombat, right? I don't know. That's a bad comparison. Super funny. Anyway. The hooded heavyweight former mayor of Braddock, PA, is the only brawler in their camp. This has just become really the dancing days of the dirtbag left. Good. He said in an interview with this week with Fox News host Sean Hannity. Hey, catching me red-handed here, you know. Proud to be part of the dirtbag left. It's fun. Unlike many in his party, Mr. Fetterman sees where to fight his head. Some of these candidates are outrageous. You have candidates, they've said abolish ICE, abolish the police, abolish the border, even said F Kamala Harris. She said fuck Kamala Harris. Amen. Anyway. Uh, and more of those outrageous kinds of things. And then you have like Mom Donnie, he probably, if I was, let me do a Fetterman impression. And then you have like Mandami. He was grieving like a Hamas sniper who was killed by Israel. And the other day, he was grieving that these are emerging, the full pro Hamas wing. A lot of these candidates that are very likely going to win tonight are just declaring war on regular Democrats. Is that too lowball? I don't know. Fuck it. Devotees of the sweet science are familiar with the adage styles make fights. A boxer with a unique and specific style, an unorthodox stance, or a crowd pleasing energy can vex an objectively stronger opponent and neutralize. This is so. Dude. Oh my god. They're comparing a guy who can't even drive to a professional boxer. Comparing a guy who breaks down in his office crying or whatever, has breakdowns in front of, visitors, like just public visitors that aren't even, there's visiting Congress for like a tourist reasons. Breaking down in front of people like that. You're comparing him to a professional boxer. Also, like how Matthew Hennessy, he's a fucking Republican, and he's like, John Fetterman is really our guy for the Democrats, dude. Yeah, you gotta listen to him. Trust me, I know a thing or two about winning Democratic races. You gotta go with as someone who's never been friends with a serious Democrat or average working class Democrat that's actually active in the base. I know how to win these races. So I just the style of this article fucking blew me away, dude. So distracted. Uh Convex a stronger opponent neutralize his on paper advantages. The Democratic Party is being chased around the ring by a style of progressive politics that is culturally vulgar, economically populist, anti Israel, anti American? Say what you want about the tenets of democratic socialism. At least it's an ethos. Regular Democrats need to develop an answer to that ethos. They'll lose everything if they don't start landing some blows. They may lose anyway, but the alternative is throwing in the towel. All that gets you is a one-way ticket to Palookaville. There ain't going to be a rematch. The editor of this part of the fucking paper. God. Arrest Matthew Hennessy for writing articles that make me cum. You can't keep getting away with this, dude. What a banger. Anyway, I just saw that on social media and was like, I need to read this and record it. It was worth it, yeah. Anyway, hope you enjoyed. Bye bye.